point, dude? One Direction. I've been listening.
One Direction.
You've been hammering? I've been hammering that song by the kid from One Direction. The last one that went solo.
Is that a new band? No Erection.
No Erection.
Is that why you sort of like got the beanie on, sort of like Harry, same sort of style?
I've been on because I'm cold.
Why have you got the beanie on?
Looks very Harry-esque. No, just the way he's got it.
What do you want me to do?
Just back, like it's back.
Tip.
It's on my head. What
Harry
do you
Styles.
want?
Harry Styles-esque.
Who's Harry Styles?
That's alright. If you're influenced by Harry, that's cool.
The fuck are you on about, man?
Who's Harry?
Guy from One Direction.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't actually know his name.
How did you know his name?
I was just going to say.
I watch Conspiracies.
What has a conspiracy got to do with it?
MK Ultra stars. He's got the fucking the birdcage on his arm and the masquerade
birdcage?
and the
What
masquerade
birdcage?
ball mask.
What birdcage?
Like the birdcage, it's like symbol for mind control, patience and stuff.
Is it? Oh, that was like the clip, the Taylor Swift clip where she's swinging in the birdcage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
It goes into
Yeah.
yeah, it's. Yeah,
I was just going to
it's all part
say.
of the same shit. And he's got the masquerade ball masks, like the black and the white as well. That's the other. I'm just looking at my laptop here. Like these AI computers, dude, they're like not even made out of like boards and shit anymore. They're actually moist, warm little bits. Like it's becoming more and more like
like an active,
like a biological thing.
Yeah, dude, it's actually a live thing.
Dude, he described it as warm little qubits that are like joined together by like water and stuff. Like it's fucking.
I was going to say
scary shit.
You want to talk about moving? Like, if you want to talk about open-mindedness, man, and like the One Direction, like not moving in One Direction. This has been like one of my most played tracks for the last like month and a half. I actually made it my ringtone. And I went as far. Remember that? Remember the Method Man and Together Now from?
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah. Remember how I sent you that Durstless mix without Fred Durst?
Back the fuck up.
Yeah, I got rid of him. Like that's a bet, dude. I went and saw my Tack guy the other day, and he brought it up because I'd sent it to him because he's a hip hop head. Okay, he's gonna love it. He brought it up. I hadn't seen the guy in a year and a half since I got my last one. He's like, dude, that fucking Durstless track popped up on my playlist like the other day, and I lost my shit. I had to listen to it again.
MK Ultras.
What?
Mind control.
We've been MK'd.
I was going to say, if you want to talk about like moving away from like the One Direction or whatever, this has been my alarm for over a month, and I thought you might actually like this track. I keep forgetting the fucking kid's name. The song's called "Strip That Down." It was one of the last to go solo from One Direction. He's the guy that married the judge from like the talent show that he was on, who's like 7 years older than him or something.
What a sick.
Yeah, he's a sick cunt.
And is he gonna look
it's
him
his
up?
track,
I'm not
yeah.
sure.
You know I love it when the music's loud, but come on, strip that down for me, baby. Now there's a lot of people.
Yeah, this song's pretty cool.
This is the best, dude.
You can dance to me, so put your hands on my body and swing that round for me, baby. You know I love it when the music's loud, but come on, strip that down for me. Yeah.
Dude, this track, I thought you'd fucking love it because he actually sounds really JT in it, and it made sense because he's just a boy band member.
Is it the Arab one?
No, that's what's his name? Fucking I just remember his name.
The guy that married is Liam James
Liam.
Payne.
Yeah, Liam Payne.
What a sick! He married Cheryl thing. What's
Yeah.
her name? Fucking
Yeah, Liam Payne. That's the name of the artist. And I went that far, like, dude. I heard that track and I thought, man, I saw it being debuted on like that talk show, Graham Norton. Is that the British guy, Graham
Yes.
Norton?
Yes.
He was a guest on that show, and then he performed it live, right? And that was like the debut of his single.
Yep.
And I heard it, and I go, that sounds really JT-ish. Like I could get into it. Then when I got the single, there was a rapper on it, Quavo, and it just does this shit mumble rap verse. So I got rid of Quavo and just like made it a Quavo-less mix, like I did with the Durstless mix. That's how much
Better.
I actually like this song.
Yeah.
And that, dude, I didn't like JT when he first came out, right? Because I hated NSYNC. I was 13, 14 years old, right? Then I started getting into urban shit, and I started getting back cataloging, and I like JT shit, right? Because I can appreciate, like, I started appreciating pop music and then urban, blah, 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 right? And now, like, here I am, like, 15 years later, asleep on my couch watching the Graham Norton show. I'm like, hey, man, that kid's pretty cool. Now I look him up, it's like, oh, yeah, he was from One Direction. But he's, you know what I mean? He's doing his solo shit. That's been my, like, one song that I've been hammering. If you look at my playlist for the last month, basically, like the last 3 weeks, right? Because I did a big update on all the music I've been listening to. My current playlist has got so much random shit you're probably going to find on Spotify, man. There's a Nick Jonas track on there. I hate the Jonas Brothers. I hate their music, but there's a Nick Jonas track on my fucking playlist. Then I was just looking at it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. This playlist is the most eclectic thing I've ever had in my entire life. You got Liam Payne, Nick
Bit of everything.
Jonas, like some American chick singing some sort of pop disco song. I've got the Tracks of My Tears, Smokey and the Robinsons. You know, that's a big Platoon song from
Kelly
the Vietnam
Clarkson.
War. Yeah, right. There's Smokey and the
Aqua.
Tears.
Aqua.
There's a fucking an African pop track. You know what I mean?
You got any Madonna on there?
No, fuck off. No, I don't actually have a single Madonna song in my
Very
collection.
true. I
I don't have a single Madonna song. Not one saving grace.
Do you have Madge?
I don't have Madge. She's not on my list.
It's fucked up. But that, if you want to talk about diversity, just have a look at that, man.
Yeah.
Like, have a look at fucking that. Me, this guy was screaming at his wife the other day, telling her that I'm a metalhead. You know what I mean? Like, he's a fucking metalhead. You don't understand, right?
And she's like, but he loves hip hop and he does
yeah.
producing. Okay, yes, but he listens to everything.
Do you know what I mean?
I go, but he plays
Dude,
the guitar.
berating a pregnant woman about how I'm a metalhead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And even how. I go, why are you standing there? How are you standing?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm sitting here listening to Jonas Brothers, like Nick Jonas as I'm driving to the podcast. You know what I mean?
But
I've
then
always
from
been
that
like
song, he'll switch to fucking Kill Switch Engage.
I've always been like that too. Yeah.
I actually feel like a dumb cunt. I've been.
Did we listen to fucking Carly Rae Jepsen?
Yeah.
We love that song.
I've got the cover of that as an alarm tone.
And we love In Flames. Like,
If you want, you want diversity, because like you know me, if I like a song, I'll loop it and like listen to like the one thing over and over again. Dude,
I do that.
these are my alarm tones on my phone, right? Dude, yeah.
hey, I just met you.
You're going, baby. Hey, I just met you.
That would be nice to wake up to.
This is crazy.
The best. I used to get out of bed pumped.
You would bounce out of bed.
So cool, baby.
Starts whipping. Dude, do you hear the other ones? Dude.
Oh, Halsey and fucking, yeah.
This is my life. This song is my life.
Tell your friends it was nice to meet them, but I hope I never see them again.
I love that fucking line, man. That's what I'm saying. Dude, these are my alarm tones, man. Like fucking alarm tones. I got so many random shit like that. You'd
remember-
never think I'd be waking up to.
I remember I just thought of my early mixed CDs, like when you had them in your car.
Oh, dude,
You
I
had the
found each of them at my mum's. They're the best.
Dude, you'd have the CD wallet. I had them all like.
Oh, speaking of wallets, dude, full circle. Here we go. You fucking Mystic Bobby. Here, this was in my house.
That's creepy.
CD wallet.
It's a CD wallet he left in my house watching up Bangkok Dangerous. But he's left it in my house for like 4 years.
This is from Afghanistan. This is from Afghanistan.
Look at the
Been
shit.
around. It's been
Look at
around.
the shit that's in there. You'll die. I laughed my head off.
Let me just have a quick look and I'll show you.
Read out.
Gaza.
Yeah, man.
This thing was what got me through Afghanistan.
He's had it in my house because I've been cleaning out the TV unit, putting more shit from my mum's
Oh,
house.
this is so good.
Yeah.
Oh, Transnation, man.
Man. I looked at it, man, like last night, and I laughed because it's such a big window into this cunt's personality.
Have a look.
Read out what's actually there, man. You'll die.
Straight up.
Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
Standard.
Monsters of Metal. That's very Nicholas.
Yes.
Oh, Nirvana. Nice.
Yeah.
Top Gun. What's that doing in there?
Yeah,
Movie.
As soon as I saw the movie, I thought, yeah, you'd want this back.
Tom's hot face on the front. Oh.
What's the name?
Val Kilmer!
Val
It's
Kilmer.
our first interview with the vampire!
Lord of War.
Sick movie.
Way to scare him on the way to Afghanistan.
Now I bought this in Afghanistan.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Street Kings, good movie.
Yep.
Training Day, Blood Diamond. Nice mix.
Kind of tells you my personality, eh?
Yeah, bad.
Just violence and blood.
Big Cox Volume 5. It's
actually Volume 7.
This does show you.
It's actually Volume 7.
You're right.
I got Audio Slave in Cuba.
That's mad.
Gags and Strap-Ons, Volume 2. Nice, very nice.
That is sick, man. I haven't seen that in 4 years,
I know.
man.
Val Kilmer and
That's
Tom
sick.
Cruise, man. Interview
Oh.
with the vampire.
Dude, that is sick, man.
Yeah. I
Transnation.
thought you might want to pack.
That's awesome.
But then you might have thought of...
Like when I brought up CD wallets, I just thought of like a mix that I used to make. Like I remember it had Goo Goo Dolls and Pennywise like on the same fucking CD. Like that's how much diversity I liked as well.
Hey,
Google
so
Dolls had,
cool.
what was the big Google Dolls song?
And I don't want the
That's
world
it,
to
yeah.
see me
You still listen to that?
because I don't.
Were you
think-
driving
It's
in
called
train?
Iris.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I remember in my first cartoon just singing that.
You know
like,
they got voted one of the worst bands in history?
Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah.
Really? I
Yeah.
thought Live got voted one of the worst bands in history.
No, Goo Goo Dolls got...
Hey, I like Live.
I hated Live. I thought they were boring as fuck.
Dude,
Lightning Crash.
Goo Goo Dolls got voted like third worst band ever in history.
I guarantee
of
you.
music.
I guarantee you Live will be on that list.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. They were just this bland nothing
Dude,
band.
Lightning Crashes was a great song.
Who gives a fuck? A band can, even a shit band can pull its song out of its ass every now
No,
and
they had a couple of good songs. Damn It Otter Creek, that was good. Can you hear the dolphins cry?
Dude, before Nickelback, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or Creed.
I never lumped Live into that category, but
Oh, they
Dolphins Cry, that, yeah.
Dolphins cry. Really? Dolphins? Dolphins cry. Just
I can hear the dolphins cry to me.
come on.
Some
Crying
harsh...
a river.
There's some harsh fucking,
What, critiques?
Dude!
Do you know why? Because they're a Christian band.
So are Creed. So are Nickelback. That's garbage. Just
How do
garbage.
they get bagged out all the time?
Yeah, because they're shit. They're pushing their own bullshit agenda.
So this is like...
Too bad. You can't be part of Creed, be a religious band, and then be Scott fucking Stapp and make a sex tape.
Or Dimitri.
He made a sex tape.
You know what? I don't agree with some of this on this list, right? It's top 20 worst bands of all time by LA Weekly.
Number
right?
one, Nirvana.
No, they weren't in there.
Nirvana.
I'll tell you that.
Kiss. Yeah,
Rolling Stones.
There's a couple of bands I've never heard of.
it's Rolling Stones. Who are they? I've never heard
There's
of them
someone
before.
here that
They
even
should.
you guys would be like, what the fuck?
All right, let's hear it.
So,
When was this list?
2012. So, pretty recent. Like,
Pretty. 5 years ago?
Fucking old stats man.
yeah, but the new bands
Stats man of
now.
old.
There's no good new bands now.
What does he specialise in? Old stats.
Do you like my old man? That's what my old man did. He only specialised in old stats. And when they... You know what's funny? I laughed because when I grabbed the wallet, that said e-wallet, and I put it on my kitchen table saying, I'm going to remember to give this to him, I thought about it, like, when's he going to get to watch this shit? He's got a kid on the way. He works. The time is, that's over now. Like, you know, he's going into that bubble, like Bill Burr said. He's going to be sucked into that bubble, and he'll come out of it in like 24 years. You know what I mean? And
You'll buy an MX-5.
yeah, he'll pull out that wallet and start going through his old songs. It'd be like, son, you want to hear the Rage Against the Machine? Oh, shut up, old man. Like, you know what I mean?
And then just a single tear will roll down his cheek.
The dolphins cry, yeah.
I'll skim through it because I'm not going to say all 20.
All right.
But have you ever heard of the Spin Doctors?
Yes.
They got 20th worst
Yeah, that's
band of all
about
time. All right.
Wait, what was their famous song?
Number 18, Oasis.
Yeah, do you know why?
Is their attitudes.
Not
It's
just
fucked.
that. All their music was really radio tailored, really methodic, like the way that Nickelback's music was methodical, like it was just the same fucking shit over and over again. You know, like chorus, verse, bridge. And Oasis got a bad rap with audio engineers and producers because their album was just compressed to the shit house. Like, you know, like I've explained this theory of compression.
yeah.
When you have like audio levels, right? Okay. What makes music interesting is dynamic. Like sounds in the world, they need to be dynamic, meaning there's range. There's soft sounds, there's loud sounds. You can hear like the clarity of someone whispering or someone yelling, right? When you add compression to popular music, which is what they do, yeah,
Like that.
dude. When I do the edit, that sound of him whispering
Yeah.
will be brought up to the same level as me yelling into the mic.
So in other words, what I just said was Bobby sucks cock.
Yeah,
So
but it'll bring it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you lose.
It'll just bellow it out.
So you lose the dynamic sense of it, right?
Yeah.
And with popular music, our ears automatically like loudness, right? If I played our theme song, right, and I played it soft, and
I'll
then
be like, bitch, turn that shit up.
yeah, but if I
motherfucker.
played it with compression and brought everything up, everyone would just appreciate it more for some reason. Our ears love loudness, right? But the problem with Oasis's album, like Wonderwall, like all that shit, everything was compressed to the shit house. Where you don't hear the range and drums, you don't hear the guitars. It's all one level at the very fucking highest, and it just sounds flat and like noise-like. That's something my audio engineer, my first teacher, my lecturer told me.
You might get upset with this
I
one.
liked Oasis.
Number 15, Pretty Ricky.
Oh, the R&B dude.
Yeah.
The R&B cuts. I've only got a chopped and screwed version of Pretty Ricky. Grind on me. Just grind on me.
Dude, seriously, they got
Fuck.
15th in history.
That's
right?
fucked.
Foreigner.
Oh, dude, foreigners. Are you serious?
You're gonna die. Wings with Paul McCartney.
Foreigner.
Yeah, man.
Foreigner are a great band.
Number 11, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
All right.
Whoever did this list is
this is the joke list of worst bands.
Red Hot
number
Chili
10.
Peppers.
Pussycat Dolls.
Red Hot Chili Peppers went downhill after fucking
Californication.
yeah. Then he started doing all that. What was the name of that song? I fucking hated it. It was massive.
Scar tissue.
Bump something about humps.
Bump. It's a bump and
Something about bumps. I always bring it up as the
you
downfall.
find it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh wait, he took the one that starts off with the guitar down,
dude,
down.
some cunt's got Pearl Jam on here. Yeah, I know.
That's a joke.
This
Yeah.
song, dude. I always bring this up as the downfall of Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Is it called I Like Dirt?
No, this.
Do you know what track I hated on Californication? Porcelain. That was the worst song.
I don't remember it.
Not that bad.
I don't actually remember.
Shut up,
Alright,
Tron.
quickly.
I'm not going to comment. 'cause
Number
I don't
6,
remember
Black Eyed Peas. Number 5,
it. Yeah.
Animal
Dude,
Collective.
Black Eyed Peas came up in a fucking thing. That, okay, hang on, wait a second. Because I've got to remember this point. Yeah. Do you remember this?
Was this after Californication? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that song.
You remember this?
Yeah.
This chorus is one of the worst choruses I've ever heard in my life. And the fact that it came from the Chili Peppers was just like, come on, man. Lazy writing.
Ugh. Hey, like when you like that, it's like funky. It's got the funk appeal, Jim. Come on, man.
Listen to the lyrics.
I can see you funking out to this at home.
Alright, let me just finish this off quickly.
Floors.
Number 4, Sex Pistols. But we went around, like, I didn't hear much of the Sex Pistols, the punk genre.
Yeah.
Number 3,
When they,
LCD
like-
Sound System.
Who?
LCD Sound System. You don't remember them?
No, what did I do?
Fuck, there's a couple of hack songs.
Yeah,
Number 2, The Eagles.
How are the Eagles on this list? What fucking
Troll,
wrote this?
man, your stats are so shit lately.
Tied for 1.
Your stats have gone down
Tied
the toilet.
for 1. Right? 3 bands take out number 1.
Okay.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yeah.
The Dave Matthews Band.
Okay.
And the Goo Goo Dolls.
Dave Matthews, alright.
Dude, it's interesting you're reading that out, and you mentioned the Black Eyed Peas. I was reading an article about. I was on Instagram, and someone had put up like a Tupac fact for the day, and it was when Will Smith won his Grammy in '98. He dedicated it to Tupac, and I watched the thing. He dedicated it to Tupac and Biggie. He had won a Grammy earlier in '89, and then in '91. In '89, he boycotted the Grammys for a reason. And then in '91, he didn't think he would win, so he didn't rock up. So he was there to accept it in '98. I always used to crack it about Will Smith because he
It was a joke.
no, like he was funny or whatever, you know, like we all watched The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air growing up. He did the songs, you know, the pop fucking pop hip hop shit, you know.
Boom, shake, shake,
What
shake
pissed
the
me
room.
off, do you remember the Eminem line, Will Smith don't got to cuss in his records, in his raps to sell records? Well, I do, so fuck him and fuck you too.
I think so, yeah.
The reason for that was because he came out in a speech and he was winning some fucking award. Maybe it was a Grammy, I don't remember. And he's like, I made this record and, you know, I did it without, no one got killed in my records and no one swore. And I'm not talking about, you know, my wife and blah, blah, blah.
It was all wholesome and friendly.
Yeah. And like the crowd's eating it up. But it's like, dude, you just disrespected all of fucking hip hop. Like, you know what I mean?
You just met a whole lot of
and
enemies.
Dre like said fuck him then, and yeah, Eminem said the same thing, whatever, blah 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 blah. Anyway, it was interesting. I followed that up because I wanted to see the actual speech from the Grammys because I was trying to find it. And Will Smith had said something like that, but then goes to dedicate his Grammy to Tupac and Biggie,
Yeah.
who clearly weren't
The pioneers of that whole thing.
of gangster hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I was reading more about like
What a weird thing to say.
I know, he's a dumb cunt, right? And then I read more about times when hip hop got shafted, right, in the Grammys. I'll see if I can pull up the list.
Oh, there was a special mention to Creed.
That's mad.
That list was stupid, dude. The Eagles,
No, you
Oasis.
could put the Eagles in there.
Come on, man. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, no, that list was fucked,
Shittest
man.
stats man ever.
Trying to find-
I didn't write the stats.
No, but it's
You
the
can
stats you
blame
choose to
him.
read out.
How's it his fault? Like, seriously.
Settle down there, cumrag. This guy.
Cum rag. It's not-
Oh yeah, my hanky.
The hanky. The
That I
cum
forgot to
hanky.
wash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta find
Yeah.
it.
Then I just peel it apart,
You're disgusting.
and I breathed in some of the fibers.
Oh, you hear like,
Out.
Yeah,
History.
and you breathe in the dust, and you're like, oh, damn,
You're fucked.
that tasted salty.
oh, that made me feel sick.
Can you... What is wrong with you, cunt?
Did
It's the worst song ever, man.
Pretty
It
shit.
actually is the worst song ever. Like, seriously.
Credit us, Jason. Yeah.
That Californication album though, brilliant.
Good, great album.
Everyone remembers it just because of Under the Bridge and fucking
Not Under the Bridge.
No, and the
not
some
Under the
blood,
Bridge,
sugar, sex, and
what's it
magic.
called? Fucking what was the other song on
Californication,
Yeah, what was the
Scar
other big
Tissue,
Scar tissue, and you wish you so.
Sarcasmus, you know it. Praise the Lord, and I'll kiss you, cause with the birds are. Yeah.
I can't fucking find
Jimmy's
it.
got a big dong, oh yeah. So how what?
You're fucked. Like, seriously,
I
man.
got lost for a second.
What's wrong with it? Why do you always take it back to, like, something sexually, like, yeah. Is it
About
because you had that oppressed childhood growing up in, like, the church and stuff?
Maybe I just like getting a reaction.
And you just go, like, you're overcompensating? I reckon that's what it feels. It sort of feels like that.
Could be that, or it could be I just like getting a rise out of you. Maybe a little bit of both.
A rise. No,
A rise?
Pardon the pun. Pardon the fucking pun. Like, seriously.
Lower rise.
What the fuck?
No, I'm just filling in time while Jim's shuffling through his phone like an idiot.
I'm looking for a fact. Are you serious?
Hey, actually, here's a fact.
Wait, you're gonna put your song on?
Nah,
6 minutes. All right,
okay.
everyone, we're just going to play a
I
song
was
for
going
6
to
minutes.
say,
Enjoy.
no. I can't find it. But basically, there's all these times hip hop got shafted in the Grammys, right? Where like it's like, how the fuck did this happen, dude? Will Smith's Men in Black song
Here
beat
come the man
Biggie
in black.
Hypnotize at the Grammys. Do you remember Hypnotize by Biggie? Come on, man. It's like
I'm going to hypnotize you, bitch. Is that the one? Is that it? Nick actually thought I was legit. Nick thought I was legit. He's like,
Biggie, 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 can't you see?
Are you serious, dude?
I don't know. I don't know.
Are you serious?
Dun,
Come on, man. You couldn't have gone to a house party in the early days and not heard it.
Dude, we grew up in Clayton. He grew up in Cuddly.
This was like the one Biggie track next to Juice, next to Juicy. Are you really?
I'm gonna hypnotize you
I love how.
Why does it do a country song?
with my pocket watch.
Yeah, Notorious B.I.G.
Love the start of it.
Brooklyn. From Brooklyn. That's what he had, like, jamming. You know
I
what
love
mean?
the start of it. Just the.
Yeah, man. Hang on.
And you knew it was a house party when that song came on.
Yeah, man. Fucking, what is with this shit? It's
If you want to quit smoking, I'll hypnotize you.
you're hopeless.
Is that how it goes? Am I on the right track?
Are you serious?
Dude, you couldn't be further from the
Dude,
truth.
I know. I was like, dude, this is the most iconic Biggie track ever. Like, there's no way you could not hear, like, not know. It's like,
I reckon once he hears it, he'll be like, oh.
Yeah, dude, I probably just don't know by the name. Or I probably know the song for sure.
I love how an ad came up on YouTube, got halfway through, then
Decided to shit
it
itself.
keeps crashing. Yeah, so it just restarts the ad.
Oh, sorry, glitch. Watch it again, my bad.
Literally, man. Fuck, I hate this shit. But it said like that was one of the things. Like Biggie lost to fucking Will Smith for Men in Black. Do you remember the song Men in Black?
Here come the man
yeah, it
in
was just ripping on
black.
that.
Alright, you ready?
Old,
Galaxy.
I got it.
I bet you get an ad as well.
At free, mate.
Are you serious? Yeah. You pay for that service.
Comes as a add-on through RedTube. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah,
You don't know the song.
straight away with that sample at the start. Yeah, I know it. Obviously.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then they kept saying all types of shit, like on the Grammy list. Black Eyed Peas were on that Grammy list. They won like album of the year.
oh, Nick jamming out hard like
I love
gangster.
this
Oh,
track,
dude, it's a
man.
great track when you're driving, especially.
In summertime,
Yeah,
put
man.
this track on at night while you're driving, put the windows down.
Did it hypnotise you?
No, dude.
I was close with my singing. I was pretty spot on actually.
Fuck, he was a gun.
What a sick track.
I want to see Dim Crib walk now. I love that shit.
I'll do the copy.
Nah, the what? Oh, okay.
Here comes the
No, I was
man
just
in
saying how Black Eyed Peas came up on that list, and they won like best performance or something, like some fucking random award, like best performance or like best solo or some shit.
Best front slut.
And the article was saying how Black Eyed Peas have literally done nothing since that fucking album. But that year, there were all these other fucking iconic artists that come up with the same.
She just
fucking
broke up with her husband, too.
Yeah, of course she did. Yeah, no shit. And then you look at the Grammys, right? They only recognised hip hop as a fucking genre, like in '88 or '89. And then you keep going like best solo albums. If you look at the way the Grammys are set up, all these like in the same year that like Nas dropped his album, all these massive like fucking artists that dropped massive albums, like 94, 95,
And like
96.
proper albums, man.
Yeah, like albums that defined hip hop.
yeah.
You get the Grammys winning the best solo album of the year, or the best record of the year, best producer of the year.
Let's get
Old
retarded.
farts, dude. Old farts that it did nothing. If you look at the year Tony Bennett won an album, you'd be fucking stunned to see who he was up against. It's like, how the fuck did Tony Bennett win when you had artists like 50 Cent, like completely dominating radio, TV? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, unparalleled. And it's been that entire thing. There's always been this fucking agenda.
Pop.
Yeah. Not even pop. Just like, they gave, the same year that, what movie was it?
Yeah, dude, like, you could be the most talented artist, you can play guitar, write all your own songs, and you'll get beaten by Taylor Swift just because she's a...
Yeah, whatever agenda that they've got.
Yeah.
It's
whatever they want to
ridiculous,
push, yeah.
Dude, it's like Metallica, right? Bring in Metallica. Right?
Got my 2x4.
How's that Metallica?
Just
Right.
there's a song called 2 by
Because
4
don't forget, thrash metal and heavy metal had
In
a
the back
bad
of my truck.
reputation back in the 80s and 90s and stuff like that. That dirty fucking rockers, whatever.
Demonic!
Metallica are up for best metal performance and album, right, in 89. You know who fucking won?
Wait, let me think.
In this category.
Yeah, in this category,
right.
yeah.
Jethro fucking Tull. Who the fuck are Jethro Tull? Someone came out and said, Jethro Tull, they're not a metal band, they're barely a band. Yeah. So it's a stigma. It's like
that's another thing that pissed me off about Will Smith. He came out at that Grammy speech
Big Willie.
and he starts talking about
Big
how
Willie.
in the last couple of years it was like the dark ages of hip hop and rap.
Oh, and
He
he's
considered it like 94 to 98, like 7, the dark era.
And he's just coming
one of the
to Zaz
greatest
about-
fucking...
All
You
Eyes
serious?
on Me, Snoop's Dogfather,
Yeah, man.
fucking Dog Food by, you know what I mean? Like Biggie dropped albums, Nas, Jay-Z.
APG, baby.
That era of hip hop was like insane because
That's
the biggest
what
breakthrough
elevated it.
artists.
That's what elevated the
Bone
fucking...
Thugs and Harmony. Like so many big artists had come out in that era.
That was the dark ages for hip hop.
For hip-hop,
but he
in Will
attributes,
Smith's
he
eyes-
attributes his
You know
award
why?
But then
to
he attributes
Tupac.
it, yeah.
You know why it was the dark ages? Because he didn't get in on that success till later.
Yeah,
on.
because he was a bubblegum fucking
Yeah.
Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah.
He won a Grammy for Parents Don't Understand. You know that
Yeah,
track
yeah.
that he did? That pop fucking shit track. But in that same
like
era...
real
How
rap
did-
stuff would look at this guy. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
how
I
the
just remember
fuck-
Boom, Boom, Shake the Room.
Yeah. But how the fuck did that get in over hip hop, like with like Nas and like all these massive fucking artists, dude? And that's another thing that pissed me off.
Agenda.
Will Smith was on Oprah or some shit, and he said that I remember this was well after like all that, you know, like later on when he started becoming Will Smith, you know, the actor, and he's fucking on Oprah, and he's talking about how he was in Africa somewhere, like some country, and he was like floating around some mud shack, and he saw the names Biggie and Tupac on like a wall, like on one of these shacks, like written up, like graphed, or like just scratched on, and it made him really humble and like really honoured to think that he's all the way in Africa, and like these two African Americans, their message is still getting out there, la la. It's like, dude, you made it such a big fucking deal that you didn't swear on records, and they got this like,
And they were the dark ages.
Yeah.
And not just that, he married Tupac's love of his life.
yeah,
Like Tupac loved Jada Pinkett Smith, man. Like they were meant to be soulmates,
Yeah.
man.
Bonnie and Clyde, if you will.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Stickball.
Thelma and Louise. Certainly.
anything to do with it.
Certainly.
No, but I'm saying. And then he's on Oprah talking about how like he feels so like honoured and blah blah blah. It's like, motherfucker,
Dude, it sounds like a whole bunch of contradictions.
I think Will Smith had fucking envy, mate. He was jealous.
seriously.
He first he was waiting for Tupac to get killed off.
Yeah,
right.
he took his missus.
Took his missus,
Wait till you can see his shot into the limelight with Boom Shake the Room.
man, and that was it.
How can you build a career and then criticize other people by saying that I'm doing all this and I'm doing it without having to resort to your shit, but then talk like putting these people up on a pedestal?
And then give them the reward your shit
and then
to them as well.
putting someone up on a pedestal like Tupac. It's like, dude, Tupac was gangster rap.
It's like, make up your mind, dude.
Make up your fucking mind.
Do you appreciate what they did or you hate them?
Yeah,
Like,
do you know what I
fucking-
mean?
Yeah.
It's fucked, man. I'm sorry. I hate Will Smith. I can't stand it. You know, I was
Hate? Oh, no, you go.
Because I'm going to elaborate on some shit.
All right, I've got a weird thing to talk about. Not even to talk about, to ask you guys if you have this ability or not.
Got
Watch,
disability.
it's going to be something like, can you take a leak while being erect?
It's something.
That's easy. Just
Something dumb. Like,
and you got to force it down and it hurts. Oh.
it's gonna bring a one-word answer for both of us. It's just, what?
Why?
So it's something I can do, and I'm not sure if everyone else can do it because I've only ever mentioned it to one other person, my best mate, and I asked him, and he was like, "Nah, man, I can't do that."
If this is disgusting, I'm gonna crack it.
No, it's not disgusting. So,
Wait, disgusting to him or disgusting to you?
so we both pulled down our pants. No, I'm just kidding. So
Swords.
can you guys block your nose without physically blocking it with your fingers?
What do you mean?
My nose is always congested.
Yeah, I've got bad sinuses, man. So I can't breathe at the best of times.
I got a deviated septum, so like
Yeah.
my one side of my nose is almost
Like
always-
you wake up in the morning and you just
right
you can't breathe.
my right side has always been blocked since I was a kid.
So your left side, right? Can you just block it off at will?
No, but what do you mean? Like, how do you like? What do you
that's
mean?
what my friend
no,
said.
but how? Like, I don't understand. Like,
So, like, you know, like, if somebody is going to drink something grotesque, they hold their nose
yeah,
to stop the smell.
yeah.
I can drink it, right, and just block my nose manually, internally.
Why don't you just drink and stop being a bitch?
But it's not just... it's not just for, like, drinking, it's for food
Just
as well. It
smells
takes away
and-
the taste of food.
So how do you do it internally? Just
Yeah,
like with
I
your.
can feel it block.
Wow, that's pretty creepy.
Maybe it's a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
You know, going for his ass, he did his nose as well.
No, I've never heard of that before, man.
Yeah, because I've mentioned
That's really
it,
weird.
like,
Could be a gully thing.
no, I really explained it to my mate in the gully, and he had said no. And then
Honestly, that's the first time I've ever heard of it.
I've vaguely explained it to other people, and they've said no.
I've never heard of anyone ever mentioning that as a talent.
So it's like, the way I explain it, right, if
She's gonna show you got talent.
if I just breathe...
What are you doing? I'm blocking my nose. Really?
I'm doing it right now, you're amazing. If you just breathe out of your mouth, right, try that.
Yeah,
I've been doing it for years, dude.
So breathe only out of your mouth and not out of your nose.
dude, I do that most of the time.
Dude, I've been
I
doing that
can't
since
breathe much through my nose.
I've been doing that since I was a kid because I was congested and I had asthma. Every time I'd be panicking for breath.
So if you're breathing only out of your mouth,
Yeah.
will you still be able to taste food if you continue to keep doing that?
yeah.
Fuck, man, I must have something weird going on inside my nose.
Dude, the
it's like
sense
a
of-
block. It's like I can feel it, dude. It's like a membrane almost, right? And I can just physically, like, right
It is
now,
a membrane.
like it's like some little thing that blocks off my smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying like the cavity in your nose just like shuts off?
I can
the years
feel
of abuse have come to pass.
I can actually feel, I can feel the little thing like blocking it off.
Yeah.
So it's like a little flap, like a nozzle.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
Johnny, I don't know if anyone ever told you this, but we're all amazing people with different abilities. And yeah.
But that seems like it's just a human function. Like,
Nah, dude, but it's like the people that have got double joints on their fucking fingers just pulling their thumbs all the way back touching
Yeah.
their elbows. To them, it's normal. To me, it's like, what the fuck? It's like people that can squirt the milk out of the eyeball. You've seen that shit? That's
yeah,
insane.
anyone can do that though.
What?
Yeah, but some people can feel it and some people can't.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Like, can you put your fingers back and stuff?
Oh, when I was younger, I used to be able to bend them all the way back.
Yeah, dude,
Like,
you remember,
even this, like your little bits? Like,
Oh, that's gross.
dude, you remember
do you know
seeing
what I mean?
people-
I got it. I can do it. I can bend my finger right back.
Please don't.
No, but dude, I remember being in
Makes my
primary
It came in handy
Makes
when
my
I was
penis,
younger.
dude. It makes my penis makes my penis shrivel up when I see
Dude,
shit
I
like
remember,
that.
I remember a girl at primary school that would literally take her fucking index finger and bend it all the way back to touch her wrist. I was like, what the fuck? For me,
I know
that was
someone that used to
insane.
be able to dislocate their shoulders.
Yeah.
That was so cool. He'd sit there and
fucked
just dislocate his shoulder, and I'm like, put it back. And
Dude,
he'd
we're
put it back.
fucked. We're actually fucked up. People are fucked up. But that's the thing, like,
Everyone's got different talents.
Yeah.
Different. My sister can sit there and move her ears without moving her head.
yeah, I could do that. I used to
But it
love it.
freaks me out.
Yeah.
She sat and she goes,
Did she start flying?
tell you what.
Yeah,
anyway, so I've yet to find someone with the nose blocking.
It's a definite no from me.
no. It's really weird.
Like
Now,
I can take away my sense of smell and taste on the drop. Like at a moment,
Which
like,
could be, it's a good little fucking mechanism you've got, because someone drops something, you just,
yeah, I can just do that. I can just choose not to smell it. Anyway,
I love there's so many other things that you could do productively.
smell.
This is the one thing you're like proud, like your superhuman strength.
I'm not really proud of it. I'm just like
amazed.
that's. I feel like I don't know. It's just weird. Like
I've never heard of that before.
You know what's really fucked up? Like this whole chat, we've sort of been touching on like what's it called, childhood and where you get your fundamentals from and blah 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 blah. It's really weird because I've been thinking about this a lot the last week or two. You heard about, you know, how they started sacking a lot of people at work over random shit. I went into work one day and I was just floating around on a fork, and one of our TCs was like, he cracked it and he's like, yes. I'm like, well, what's up? He goes, oh, I just found an order that had gone missing. I'm like, oh, okay, did someone just survive the chop? He started laughing. He's like, yeah, he goes, he'll live to see another day. And I looked at him and I said, you know what, dude? I go, you could tell me that someone died, right? And I'd fully believe it because I'd never see them ever again. Like, especially in casual labour. Think about all the guys you've ever worked with.
Sunrise, sunset.
How many of them just disappear? Like, you come in one day, it's like, where's Jeff? They got the sack.
Yeah.
You could be best friends with Jeff. You could have conversations with him for 5-6 years.
Gonski.
Gone.
And then by the next day, you forgot about him.
You never got his number, right? And that's the end of it.
But sometimes down a few years, like, what happened to Jeff?
Yeah, no, I'm serious.
Jim
I'm
gets
not,
his stalk on.
dude, I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
Like, there was a guy that got the sack about 2 weeks ago, right? Dude who lives in Broady. This guy used to drive from Broady to Mulgrave, right? And he got the sack. And I'd never gotten his phone number off him. If they, like, man, we were mates. Like, I'd see him at work, we'd laugh, talk. I knew all about his family, like, all that sort of shit. And it's like, yeah, he's gone. And I was like,
That's happened a lot over my working career.
yeah, and I'm just like, fuck, because it's not a professional sort of, it's not a professional job or a corporate network where you're going to see the same people all the time. You know, like, you could join, what are those accounting firms? You got, what are the two big ones? PCW or something in,
Chartered. No, what?
No, in Melbourne. Is it PwC?
Morris
PCW?
and Blackburn.
They're lawyers. They're solicitors.
Yeah, it's PCW. I think.
PCW, and there's another big mob, right? The two big boys of accounting in Melbourne and Australia.
Deloitte.
Yeah, right?
They're big.
But like they intermingle like accountants, like, you know, there's always going to be somewhere where you're going to see the same financial heads. You know what I mean? We do the rounds in like lowbrow fucking labour handling jobs.
Just a bunch of drifters
Yeah,
just
and
coming
you'll turn
through
up,
to me.
you might turn up at a warehouse like in Dandenong. I'm like, hey, wasn't I with you at fucking blah blah blah? You know what I mean? Like,
It's like how I was with Tommy.
yeah, with the Rook.
With Rookie.
Yeah.
Dude, like,
They both had worked.
when we first met each other, Dim's like, Rook, this is Nick. I'm like, we both looked at each other like, where I know you? He's like, we worked together fucking 3-4 years ago at Champion. Like, just random. Hey, you did!
Well, the guy Dim's talking about, I worked with him previously in the job.
you?
Two jobs beforehand, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You know what it is? It's all the recruitment agencies, the casual
Yeah.
labourers. It's like a big brothel. Everyone just goes through it.
And I thought about it,
Bunch of wandering hobos.
Yeah.
How many friendships have you struck up in your lifetime? Usually with people you worked with. Like now, especially now, like say in our 30s, so say the last 15 years. Or even school, like the last years of school. How many friendships would you have that were meaningful, actual, valid friendships? You know what I mean? With individuals, they just one day disappeared. Because they got the sack, or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I went to a different school for year 11 and 12, so tons for me, yeah.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought, how is that friendship...
Just ends, like, you just...
Yeah, how is that interaction with that person any less relevant than anyone else's, but they just disappear out of your life like that? And you may never think of them again until something comes up, and you're like, Jesus Christ.
What happened to that guy?
No, seriously.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you spend so many years avoiding people you can't be fucked with that you have to see every fucking day. But then there could be these individuals that are in your life for maybe 6 months, a year. I used to cop it with the backpackers. This is when I first got exposed to it. Because I worked for a company that dealt with backpackers primarily as the labour force, I could strike up these friendships and relationships with these dudes for a year, a week, 6 months. We've filled in each other's lives. We've told each other's backstories.
See each other every day for
Every
a
day
long
we're
period of
joking,
time.
you know,
Yeah.
we're fucking mates. We've gone for beers. And then one day it's like, yeah, the Irish guy isn't coming back. What? Yeah, he's gone away or he's sacked or whatever. And like, fuck, man, I never got that cunt's name.
I had to fly back to Dublin.
Yeah, I'm serious. Dude. And like, I remember,
Oh, McGee to Homestead.
I was friends.
Miss McGuinness.
I remember I was working with this Dutch guy, right, for a good year and a half while he was travelling around Australia.
Hans Molman. Let's
And
call
then-
him Hans.
Did you guys Dutch
His name
rudder?
was actually,
Did you guys
Marcus.
Dutch? Did you guys Dutch rudder each other?
You're a dumb
Because he was from. He's Dutch.
Yeah, because he's Dutch. That's the only thing. And then we smoked and ate Dutch pancakes
Jealous.
in clogs.
Jealous.
Big poppies.
And then had a big spliff.
Yeah,
Big
that's it.
big tulips in the fields.
Yeah. That's all we did because he's Dutch. Yeah? No.
Fair enough.
I remember then one day he turned up to work. He's like, I'm out. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm out. Visa's done. I'm going to go do X, Y, and Z, and then I'm heading back to wherever it was gone, right? Cool. I remember we exchanged the numbers. Or like, I had him on Facey or something like that, yeah? And then when I went to Holland, I messaged him like a year and a half later. Like, dude, you still around? He's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And that's who I met up with in Holland. Like, I had a couple of beers with him. We went out to a party, blah, 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 right?
Dutch ruddered. Carry on.
You know, I have so many stories about Holland that, like, are actually pretty cool. Like, a lot of some cool shit that happened there. This is all you keep going back to.
We're on the verge of giving you a Cleveland steamer.
But like, I actually haven't spoken to that guy in like 5 years. But
Yeah.
I've got photos of us two partying in Holland, and I still remember my week in Holland. It was fucking incredible. And then I thought about the guy that just got the sack.
Yeah.
He was a fucking cool guy.
Yeah.
But I never actually got his fucking number.
Yeah.
Because I just assumed I would see the cunt
Well,
every day at work.
we can get our Facebook stalk on.
Oh, dude, I can get his number
Yeah,
from
you
someone.
better find him.
Yeah,
But
I'll be able to find him.
with that, I find like
Lol.
work friends are always just different to your other mates. Like, there's always like a,
Okay, then why...
I don't know why.
Okay, but we're sitting
why
here.
is he friends
I
with
met you
you?
through work.
And I met you through him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I met you through work.
That
I
is-
went to Malaysia with the Rook and Giuseppe Bruno. The Rook I met at work. Giuseppe Bruno, I already was friends with his sister and his brother-in-law before, and they told me that he works with us, so beware of him. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, like how someone's that significant or that relevant in your life could just disappear like that. Mm. And then like. Does it make sense? And one day, do you actually take stock of that shit, considering the amount of dumb cunts we have to deal with every fucking day
Yeah.
that you don't want to deal with?
Well, there was this one guy I worked with at Champion when I was working at Champion, and he got the sack. And he's the one that trained me up and everything. He was the coolest cunt. And then all of a sudden, he got sacked. And it's like, work sucked. It was like, man, that's the only guy I would talk to.
Yeah.
You know, so I'd be like, and then I quit.
Dude, if you know
Like later on.
dude, if you had his number, spoke to him for another 6 months, he could have been at your wedding.
Yeah, man, because he was like, man, he goes, I just had a kid. Like, he was a
Do you
cool
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These people that we build these relationships with, especially because of work, because you're sort of in that environment and you're forced to develop a relationship with people, these people could literally be your best friend.
Yeah.
If you're given another 2 months.
Yeah.
But then they're just gone.
That's like what I said. Like, it's always just a little bit different. Like, until it like reaches a certain amount of time, like with you or me or whatever.
Yeah, but you know what I thought about as well? Because I was listening to all the old episodes, right? We were going on about comics and the Talk Boy, that Home Alone Talk Boy.
Yeah.
All these little pop culture references and shit like that from when we were kids. And you and I were like yesing and like remembering all this stuff that Nick wasn't remembering. Yeah? Then I had a fucking decent listen to some of that stuff, and I thought about it. If you and I went to primary school together, chances are we'd be fucking best friends. Because we both like comics, we both like fucking like movies.
Wrestling. shit
Yeah,
like
wrestling,
that.
all these little
Yeah.
things where chances are I probably wouldn't have known fucking Nick because he was playing footy. I never played footy in primary school. I played basketball. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
But there was probably a good chance that if we went to primary school together,
You
I
guys
probably
would've
would have
been-
been a good mate of yours.
We'd be the Seaman Brothers.
But we'd get to past high school,
He's still jealous.
and there could be, and because of life's fucking turns, I might not be talking to you after high school again.
Yeah.
But I only met you when I was like, 25 or however old I was, 25 or 26.
Yeah, about that.
about that. And we're doing a podcast now. I see you more than I see any one of my other mates besides Nick. Does that make sense?
The only people I see.
Moral of the
is-
story,
is
Bobby's
Dim.
the most special.
No, no. Dude,
To Dimitri.
Dude, no shit. The only people I see is Dim
Yes.
and you. That's the only people I see.
Yeah. And the rookie, if we
And
pull
rookie,
a coffee
yeah,
out
we'll
of-
go for a coffee, or
out of the
might
woodwork.
see him tonight, like,
Yeah.
well, it's just,
Yeah, a random coffee.
yeah.
Like, do you understand what I'm saying? But like, it's really fucking weird because like we both grew up in different areas of Melbourne,
Completely
different
different.
lifestyles, different family life, different everything. But I probably have more aligned with my childhood with yours.
Yeah.
Aside from the shit that is like would be Greek,
But that's a standard
Greek
shit.
centric,
Yeah, yeah.
Greek centric.
Yeah, it's exactly like what we were saying before. Like, we're so different, but we're so similar at the same time.
Exactly, that's my
because,
point.
Like, I guess because, like, just pop culture, dude, like, raised us, basically,
Yeah.
more than what our parents did.
It's really strange.
Pop
Man.
culture.
I've been thinking
Yeah,
about that.
it's true. Comics and everything that you guys are wrestling, like you said, everything you
sport.
were involved in
It made
is
us
what
who we
raised
are.
you.
Yeah.
And then I've been thinking about it like bad, like thinking about like all the people I've worked with that were probably like big fucking things, or like I shared like a lot of jokes with, you know what I mean, and shit like that I've never seen ever again. I remember once I was in Preston. This is going back a day, man. And I was at the 7-Eleven with my cousin.
Ew, Preston.
Northcote, not even Preston, Northcote, at the 7-Eleven on High Street. That little,
Oh, I know exactly
it's
what
a
it
real
is.
junky
Yeah.
one, man. We were sitting around there. Me and my cousin were sitting around there, and
Bobby used to buy his drugs from there.
dude, it was like a random fucking day, and I rarely ever used to go up that way, like after a certain point, but for some reason I was, and me and my cousin were just kicking it there. This guy starts walking up the street, just looking totally cracked out. And as he got closer, like my cousin was like, fuck man, look at this cunt. I looked up, I go, I know that guy. Yeah, and I'd worked with him.
Pipe.
We used to call him Crack Pipe. Yeah, because his initials were PC, so we flipped it because it was always off his head. We started calling him Crack Pipe.
Should have called him PCP.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would have worked.
And he was walking up off his gourd and he's looked at me, he's recognised, like, oh, hey, man. I'm like, hey, how you been? He's like, hey. He started going on about his spiel and then he walked off. And I'm like, dude, I worked with that guy for like 2 years on the other side of town.
Yeah.
And I ran into him at fucking...
That guy was a big part of your life. for 2
7-Eleven
years.
Northgate.
Yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
And he probably changed your life in a lot of ways as well, dude. Like,
Yeah.
just associating with him, he would have like influenced your life in a lot of
Exactly.
ways. Yeah.
Then I remember, dude, I've said this before. I don't know if I've said it on the podcast before, but I've repeated this like a lot. I remember when I was flying from Melbourne to Indonesia for the first time, my first trip overseas, and I had was that trip? Yeah, it was that trip. And I remember seeing a guy at Malaysia airport, and I was fixated on this cunt. Right? I just kept staring at him. Like, I know this guy. And whoever I was with, they were like, "Nah, you don't know everyone. Relax." I'm like, "No.
You just want his dick, relax.
I know this cunt. Yeah, I fucking know this cunt for sure. Like, I know him. I don't know why, but I fucking know him. Right? Like, this fucking burly dude.
Trust me, Jim, you keep staring at his ass, you want his dick.
Yeah, clearly. And eventually, it clicked. I went up to the cunt and I go, "Hey, man." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, all like, "Yeah." Like, you come from Melbourne, right? He's like, "Yeah."
You use the glory hole down south?
Nah, and I fucking, dude, I nailed exactly where I was going, and I still remember it to this day, man.
Ah.
Okay, were you at fucking Huntingdale Station by any chance, like, 4 months ago, like 2-3 months ago or something, on the way to the city, and you fucking came up to me, and your missus came up to me asking me when the next fucking train is on its way, because, like, the fucking button shit wasn't working or
Yeah,
something?
good memory. Good with
And his
faces.
missus is like, yeah, I remember you. I go, yeah, man. I was waiting for a train to go to the Iron Maiden concert, and I saw you
Holy
fucking
shit, what a
sitting there. And because I remember, because he was wearing like these gator skin, like wog tappers, like the shoes. And he's just this sort of big English bloke. He's like, yeah, he goes, fuck. Now I remember where I thought I saw you. I saw you before, and I wasn't exactly sure, and I questioned myself, then I just let it go. And he was like an English guy, and he'd been here for like a year. Then him and his missus were flying like to San Francisco. Then one was going to New York, and he was going back to like, the UK or some shit. And we sat there talking for like 5-10 minutes in Malaysia airport.
Holy shit, man. Like,
Does that make sense? And I was just like, what the fuck, man?
you know
like,
what sometimes you believe in? Like, people say the energies of other humans, like, that
attract you, yeah.
that you have come across.
Yeah.
But you still kind of know
there's some familiarity, yeah.
something. It's an energy or it's
Yeah.
a something. You've
And then-
interacted.
Magic happens, Nick.
And then, dude, that Maiden concert,
Yeah.
I still remember it.
Right here.
Dude, that Maiden concert, I remember it for a big reason. I was waiting in line with my mate who we got in like mosh tickets, so we're waiting to get into the actual mosh. I'm just lining up with the first, and there was someone standing next to me. It was just some like a random girl. So we started chatting because we were standing there for like 50 minutes. And she was at the Maiden concert. I was wearing a Kenny Loggins t-shirt. I love Kenny Loggins. And she's like, man, that t-shirt's fucking cool, man. Like, she started laughing. She goes, I love the 80s. I go, yeah, well, clearly, we're at a Maiden concert. And we started chatting. And she was there by herself because her friends went into metal. So she just went to the gig on her own. I'm like, well, yeah, you can hang with us if you want. And, dude, I ended up catching up with her fucking, like, a couple months ago for a coffee. She's like, still a good mate of mine to this day. And that was just a random at a fucking Iron Maiden concert.
And
in
you
2008.
saying, hey, just come
Yeah.
chill with us for a bit.
Come chill with us.
Watch the concert with us.
Yeah, dude. And I ended up meeting, like, that, right before I left for that trip, I had a going away at the Lucky Cock, and she came down with a guy, like, she didn't come by herself, she brought some dude with her, like, introduced me to, like, oh yeah, this is such and such. I'm like, oh hey man, and they're married now. And I haven't seen him since that day. But, like, that was like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying?
That's pretty cool, though.
And that's just some random that, like, we've somehow managed to keep in touch, like, for 10 years or whatever. But it's
Is
like,
that the Manowar one?
yeah!
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
We both share a mutual love of Manowar.
Yeah.
I love Manowar.
Oh,
The band Manowar.
okay.
Yeah.
Manowar was such a staunch
I thought you
fan.
called her a man of whore. I'm like, what?
No, Manowar. Like, she's got a love for Manowar.
Dude,
I've got a love for
I've
Manowar.
been fixated with that lately. Like the last week, I've just keep thinking about it like non-stop.
Just nothing but little bits of Stardust, Emmy, just banging into each other
the
over
amount of
occasionally.
people that float in and out of your fucking lives, man. Like in and out of your lives in a second. You could either make like a friendship or like some sort of meeting that's going to last like forever. It's
Make
gonna
or break it.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like think about it. Me and this cunt, we met in peer support in the first day of high school, right? And literally because we were the only two guys in that group. And there was one other punce. I can't remember who he was.
some
Some random punce. And it was literally,
Jeremy.
we were plonked in the
Probably
same
was.
group.
Daniel
Dude,
or Jeremy.
Yeah, it was some random dude that we he was
Never
just-
saw again.
I don't know who it
I
was.
think you left.
But it was literally that one little meet. And dude, if we went in the same group, or
Most
said something
likely.
differently, maybe I'd never fucking have known this guy. And that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's fucking strange. I mean, what does it say about building relationships and building friendships and like actually making an effort to talk to people around you?
That's one of my downfalls, dude. Like, just like take like being at work, for instance, as an example. Like, there's so many guys that like I'll see them for the first time, like if they're new or whatever. This is fucked. Like, this is a fucked attribute that I have.
Yeah, I can name many
But I,
judges.
Judges
I can
them.
name many.
I judge them. It's not even like
I don't want to hang around with him. He's a bit ugly.
it's not even. That,
He's
Shut
not
up.
cute.
It is, isn't
He's
it?
not cute. He's
no,
not
it
cute.
doesn't
He's not cute enough.
I don't like
No.
how his hairstyle.
It doesn't have to.
Or he's too cute and he's going to make me look like shit. If I go for a beer or something.
I better take
No
more
one can
night.
be too cute for
I better
me.
take more night shifts so I don't actually run into this guy again. Just destroy.
He doesn't even know who you are. Like,
He's
he's made it up in his head.
Can I finish my point?
Nah.
It's not even that I judge them negatively,
Yeah.
right? It's just like I get like a preconceived idea of what this person's about and what they're
Alright.
into just by looking at them. And 90% of the time, I'm completely wrong. Like I finally like
Talk to him.
converse with
Works up
this.
the courage.
No,
to
not
break
even.
it.
Like, dude,
Can I
people.
sit here for lunch?
Shut up. People,
My name's Johnny.
people
your
try and talk to me, right? And I just kind of like get out of there. I'm just like just one word answer.
Oh,
and then see.
yeah, and then you're gone.
Yeah, because I just have this preconceived idea about them. But then, like, those same people, like, a month later, I'll actually take the time to go, I'll give this person a chance, and they're completely different to what
Yeah.
I thought. That happens
Yeah.
to me all the time. That's
Yeah,
fine.
but
I do that all the time.
When I first met you, you had that preconceived notion, huh?
Like that, huh?
yeah, I like you. I told you that.
Yeah,
You like this calves.
Damn, that guy's got some killer calves.
You're wearing jeans. He's still
Now he's got the, what's that?
X-ray vision.
Yeah, mate, he's got the
Thermal. Heat
thermal.
Just to bring it
There you
back.
go, full circle, thermal.
I thought you were reminding me of Jonah Hill, like you wit and shit, and I liked you straight away. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I do have a little bit of that wit.
I'm just saying.
just a little bit.
It's fucking weird. Dude, all the new guys at work, like we've gone through a big sort of purge in employment, so there's heaps of new guys. I don't have the time of day for anyone.
Like, how many friends do you have from childhood?
You.
And me. I've got Dim. That's it. Do you have any childhood friends
Yeah.
that you've grown up with?
Yeah.
A
You
big,
still talk to?
Yeah.
Like, see regularly.
Yeah,
yeah.
my best mate,
Yeah, and that's
one.
Yeah?
Paulie.
That's one.
Uncle Paulie.
That's one.
yeah, one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
One friend.
One friend.
And think about how many other people in the world, like, have...
Oh,
you know,
dude,
it's-
I've had heaps of like really close mates that I just no longer see anymore.
Dude, I've had close mates that I just don't see
Yeah.
anymore. Because you know what? It just doesn't benefit me.
Dude, I could.
As bad as that sounds.
You know what? I just hate them.
If you look
Always
at my
hate them.
if you look at my photos over the last 5 years and my phone list and my messages and shit, a lot of my closest mates were all living overseas, man, or people I met overseas. Do you know what I mean? And now I've either lost contact with them or whatever. Like life takes over, and you just sort of like you got to let shit go. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have time for it. Like life does take over. You just don't have time to be the.
Well, me and this guy, the last few years, we've got photos. Every birthday of his is smoking a cigar or a cigarette.
Yeah.
That's the constant. That's
Yeah.
the photo.
Yeah.
The update. Soon we'll be in our 60s with no hair.
Yeah, but it's the same people.
Yeah,
it's the same people.
same.
People I've celebrated my birthday
Yeah.
with the last couple of years.
You choose, and like I said, it's the energy meeting strangers, and you
Yeah.
think, hey, I've got a connection with this person, or
Whatever it is.
something random.
Yeah, but like, and then think about all the people that are just stuck to fundamentals that will not open their doors for anyone new whatsoever.
Person could be a Muslim, but could be the best person in the world.
Yeah.
No,
Or
you're a
could be
Muslim.
any, could be anything. Could be a fucking vegetarian. Like, who the fuck cares?
My religion in a nutshell, like,
Don't open doors to strangers.
don't associate with worldly people.
Yeah.
If they're not in this cult.
Cult. He calls it a cult.
Well, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you see J-Dubs as being a cult?
Definitely.
Why?
Because of their crazy beliefs.
Okay. What's a cult? What actually makes a cult? No, I'm not having to guide anyone. I'm just saying, what is by definition, what is a cult?
I think it's anything, right? That isn't like a mainstream big religion. Anything else is a cult. It's like a breakaway.
Okay, wait a second. I'm going to look this up.
I've got a good song for you to listen to later. It's called Cult.
By who?
From Evo.
Does it go?
Was it by Metallica?
Ian.
Are a Metallica band?
No, Evo's a rock band, metal band, and the song's called Cult. I reckon you'll like it.
Okay,
it's pretty
Cult.
sick.
A particular system of religious worship, especially with reference to its rites and ceremonies. That's the first
Yeah,
thing.
so everything.
So everything.
Everything.
Yeah, or sociology, in respect to that, a group having a sacred ideology and a set of rights centering around their sacred symbols.
But if you're a J-dub, right, you can't associate with nobody, yeah, apart from J-dubs. Is that what the whole thing is?
Frowned upon.
If you're, like, deep into it.
It's not being a part of the world.
Yeah, but, like, he's fine. Like, as in, because we're mates with him and stuff, and there's no talk of it, there's nothing. But with you guys, did you guys get in pretty deep, yeah? Like, you said your parents and stuff?
Well, I mean, your mate's in pretty deep, isn't he, as well? Like,
Yeah, but he's, like...
It's the
but he separates his...
Yeah.
yeah, it's the mentality
You know,
of the
yeah.
people in charge of the church,
Yeah.
or even just comes down to individual mentality.
Like, it's frowned upon if you were to look elsewhere for mates. Like, you have to be friends with the people that are already...
if I went to
other
hang-
family members and other
yeah, dude,
congregations.
if I hung out with my schoolmates
Yeah.
on a weekend, as opposed to hanging out with people from there,
they'd be like, what are you doing?
yeah, to be like, dude, you know, sit me down, you know, you should really just try and be clear
Shit.
of worldly things.
See, I didn't know
Isn't
about
that
this stuff. I
nearly
didn't
every
know.
fucking major religion, though? Like the Greek Orthodox Church. That cunt coming out and saying gays should be shot. You know, fundamentalist Greeks trying to find a reason to find...
Yeah.
Trying to find a base for, like, racism in their fucking script just because...
And they will find it.
Yeah.
They'll
Because it's their interpretation of some shit.
and they
their
will
interpretation.
fucking make something up if they have to.
Yeah.
They'll do it.
Just because they don't want you hanging out with someone who's black or
Yeah.
gay or whatever.
Yeah, I used to hate that, dude. I used to think it was just so ridiculous at the time. I'd always just be like, these are my best mates. Like, I love
That's
these.
my point.
I love these guys. I'm
Hey,
not
Jeremy and David.
Dazza and fucking Grego.
That's like the big not the conspiracy, but that's like the whitewash of war, because war will bring like a common enemy into the picture. So then you have like America drafting blacks, Asians, Hispanics, all to fight Iraqis. You know what I mean? Why? Now we're getting told to. We're all wearing blue and red and white. So let's go take them out.
Speaking of which, Kim Jong just still
Oh.
fucking just firing missiles at will.
Yeah, but
right?
you see what-
Will and Will.
Did you see what Trump said?
Yeah,
Came out
he's
this
gonna
morning.
fight with fury
He's
and,
like, I'm going to destroy North Korea. He's like, the country will be buried to the ground. It's like, who do you think you are, man?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, your boy Trump.
Yeah.
You and that can. I think I miss our
Every week.
It's always towards the end as well. Like
when you
3/4.
start talking about Trump,
Yeah, he loses concentration and his hands are fucking flopping everywhere.
Dude, it's like a ghost takes over or something and knocks it.
Ugh.
Like that was just like a weird motion. I just went like that, just pushed it.
This guy. So we've got
Fucking
5 coffee cups, cans of Coke.
that's disgusting. This needs to go.
Throw it out on the way down.
I'm just realising, dude, it's nearly 10. It's 10
Yeah,
past
yeah,
2.
no, we've got to,
I'm meant to be sitting on a chair in 20 minutes in Oakley.
10 past 2. No, man, it's 20 to 2.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
Apple.
That's all right.
Just with that Kim Jong thing, like I remember last week I was saying like I find it a little bit more interesting of what this madman's doing as opposed to like what's happening on The Bachelor, or if these politicians were born in a different country or whatever, right?
Bachelor's done. We've got Bachelorette now.
Yeah, Sophie's getting plowed.
But dude, like, and then
Fucking.
He doesn't want to think about it.
a couple of days
Blinkers.
a couple of days after that podcast, when like I said that or we said that or whatever, like he was just kept firing more rockets like whenever he wants.
Yeah.
Of course he does.
It's like how I don't think people are actually thinking about it.
Dude,
Like
because he doesn't care
think
about his people.
Think about the fucking situation. There is a dude just shooting missiles over countries. Like
Yeah.
it could be nuclear.
Dude, he doesn't care about his
Dude,
people.
if
That's
you,
the
were,
most
if you were in your
insane-
backyard
That is-
lobbing lemons over the fence with a tennis
cops would
racket,
come in and-
you'd be on the ground getting fucking sodomized. I'm telling you.
yeah.
Dude, it's the most insane thing that's happening, and like it's just like people are just like,
Oh.
what the fuck, like,
Dude, the paper.
a guy shooting rockets.
I was
like,
going
they
to
could
say,
kill people.
more shit came out about
what the fuck is that?
Okay, you want to hear something fucked? More shit came out about the guy that got shot in Chasers.
Oh!
The sex party?
I read it the other day.
Did you read it?
Yeah.
Wait, when the guy was getting a blow and he got shot.
Yeah, yeah.
no.
No, he was going down on his
He was
business.
going down on the bird. Hang on a second. For some reason, my phone's fucking taking 10 years to load shit up. I don't know why.
Hashtag Samsung.
What?
Huh?
Fuck off, idiot.
What?
Nah, do you know what it is? I think I've got to do an upgrade. It's loading web page. I don't know why. Like, this is so fucking weird. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I remember the article. He was actually... What?
Huh?
So I'm going to use I'm going to use compression now to raise the dynamics of that so I can hear it fucking loud and clear when I do the edit.
Yep.
Go fuck yourself.
And you'll be too far to touch me.
I'll just wait for a couple of days, either see you at work or back here again, and that'll be that.
And I'll just bend over and go, all right. If you must.
You must. Check out my socks with the frills. He just leans over.
Sock suspenders. Socks with frills? What the fuck?
The guy in Chasers was going
fucked
down
up.
on the bird.
Yeah.
And it was exactly that, right? Someone had fired in a warning because they saw someone with a plastic gun. He was dressed as the Joker.
Yeah.
His missus was dressed as Harley Quinn. Right? And the club owner said, no, it's fine. Right? He was in a corner. He was in the corner of the club in a dark recess.
doing his business,
Doing
man.
his thing. Yeah? Cops came in, they shot him twice in the back, and then tasered him.
Yeah. And then they shot his missus.
So wait, the taser came after the bullet?
Yeah.
Isn't that the whole point of the taser?
Dude, and then they shot his missus in the leg.
Yeah, and they're suing. Now they're suing.
Yeah.
Good.
Like, more of it came out.
You
and
should tase first, right?
Dude, I died of laughter because it was exactly what we said. The gunman at Lind had coverage on the news for like 4 fucking hours,
Dude.
into the night.
No one touched him.
But this guy, man,
Standing at the window,
he was
dude, looking out of the window.
bird head in the corner of a club. And because he had a plastic gun,
They shot him in the back.
shot him twice in the back and tasered him.
How do you not taser first?
But Kim Jong fucking Un is firing rockets over Japan. And it's
That's
that's it's not the biggest headline. The biggest headline is Trump losing his shit.
See how far they shot it as well?
Yeah.
It's like I think it was the furthest one they've done to date.
Yeah.
Dude, like over Japan. It was like, how many kilometers can you,
Yeah.
I just want to look it up because, like, I remember it was like a big joke. Like, you have one like misfire and
I
everyone's
mean,
like,
looks at me like, can you do a stat? You do a fucking stat.
No.
dude, he would people would like make him out like he was a joke with like rockets misfiring. Like, this
Yeah,
guy's,
but now,
this guy's just a big joke.
Now
They
it's honing in. Now the target's really up,
They
man.
showed this rocket going through the air, and it was just like, this is some serious fucking technological shit.
one cares.
This guy is not a joke. Like,
you know what he's probably thinking? Let them laugh now.
and that's just an intermediate range.
Sandwich.
That's intermediate range. Traveled so far, dude. Like, a ridiculous
And
distance.
fell into the ocean, exploded, do whatever. he had to
Exactly where he wanted to go, pinpoint. That's kind of fucking scary.
Well,
No one cares. No one cares until like someone gets blown up.
you know what? Trump and Un are like those 2 little fat kids in a playground trying for dominance. Like, who's going to be part of the cool crowd?
Dude, I'm
what it is.
spewing. I'm spewing. I couldn't find it, but I'm sure if you Google it, you'll find it. It was
What
on
is
Insta. It was a caricature of Trump and Kim Jong Un, and they were at a table, and like they were caricatures, so like their stomachs were fucking like engorged. Do you know what I mean? Like they had the little red faces, and they had their pants down, and they were measuring their dicks on like the table.
Oh, like us when we play Swords Trolling.
There's that one.
Remember last time?
No, not that one.
That.
It was I'm pissed off. I didn't actually save it because I should have put it up.
Yeah, but mine was bigger than yours.
Not how I see it. It's not how I remember it.
Can we not? Like seriously, can we not?
Mine was bigger, arsehole.
Now,
Yeah, you had the bigger asshole.
I want to put it out before we wrap. Before we wrap, I want to put it out. Thank you everyone for listening so far, and all the usual jazz. Please, if you support our shit, please share this and just spread it around because honestly, man, I think the more I listen to some of these conversations, I really do think that we're not actually that far off the mark. We can't be. Like, no, really. I do not feel like we're that far off the mark. Like, we say some stupid shit, but it's all in jest. Like, we all laugh about it. But then the other shit, it's what everyone's talking about, but no one's really putting forward. Like, does that make sense?
I mean, all we really we care about is just like fairness, right? And
We just want to make it better for, like, everyone.
like fairness,
without
just
coming...
doing the right thing.
That's it. I don't want to come across as preachy. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
have
know.
my fucking ideas, but I'm not right all the time.
We don't say anything to like put people's feelings down or to put like human rights. You know, we don't do anything to like.
I just don't want other people living lesser fucking lives just because, of some stupid fucking law or rule or some shit. And for people not to be, for people to not be aware of like the bigger fucking picture.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't want to come across as preachy, man, because I'm not fucking preachy. I'm the last person you should be basing your life on. Like, seriously. No, I'm being honest. Like, I haven't done everything the right way. I've fucked people over. Like, I've done a lot of stupid shit.
But I mean, yeah, you're still an upstanding, pretty decent dude.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I'm as flawed as fucking anyone. That's why I don't want to come across as preachy. Yeah, that's the last thing I want us to come across as, like, preachy.
We're not telling people how to live or
Just try
what
and
to
think more.
I just want people to think.
more.
Yeah, I would love for people to just to think outside the
Look
fucking
into
box.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's ultimately what we're trying to get out of this podcast. But I didn't think it was going to be this.
Nah, kind of.
What did you think? What did you actually? You know what? Actually, I've never actually asked you that, man. I think I asked you once, like a year ago, but even you didn't know. Like we didn't know. I asked you why you want to do this. You said, "Oh, because I reckon it'll be good." But what did you actually think was going to come about from this podcast?
I was thinking about this the other day, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's kind of gone into the way it's gone by itself, like, organically, sort of, like it wasn't.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
But, so initially, I guess it was more of just like a comedy sort of thing, like,
We're dumb cunts. You know what I
No,
mean?
just like,
But it evolved into really something real good.
yeah.
No, I'm only saying it because, like when you brought it up, right? And I hadn't listened to any podcasts. I tried, didn't get into it.
So I used to like learning about stuff on podcasts. So the idea was to like just maybe, just sort of facts and like comedy sort of thing. Like,
Okay, is
and
this what you
penises-
thought,
Penises, of course.
dude? Well, look, we didn't have a
He
video.
wanted to call it the penis hour.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. You guys didn't want it, which
No.
I still think is a
Dude,
silly idea.
he's still fighting for it. I'll record a new intro like over the next
Glory
couple
hole
days.
hour.
Yeah, I'll record a new intro called the Glory Hole. I'm making you theme.
The glory hole.
All it is just
Oh, the glory hole. Just call it the glory
And with
hole.
Kenny G on sax.
there's got to be a podcast called the Glory Hole. There has to be.
I'll find out for you.
Yeah.
If not, trademark
No,
that shit.
I'm just saying because like
Let's change up names.
Look, I've been a producer for fucking years, right? So I sort of have to have some sort of vision for whatever the end product is, right? But this was a new venture for me, so I had no end vision for this because I didn't have anything to base it on. You're the only one that listened to podcasts,
Yeah, well,
and then like I've listened to like a bit of Rogan and all that sort of shit over the last like year, and it's all just like him discussing. Usually, it's him discussing the next Conor McGregor fight or like aliens, sending us shit.
There is. The glory hole.
There is. There you
There's
go.
heaps of them.
There has to be.
There's heaps of them.
Yeah, there's actually another podcast.
The Glorious Hole.
Dude, there's actually another podcast called That's Not Right.
That's not right.
I know there's one called That's Not Metal.
No. Dude, I've
Really?
sat on that bit of information for over a year. It's actually amazing.
Yeah,
I was-
isn't it?
Where are they?
Isn't it?
How do we shut them down?
yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if they still exist, but when I first...
As in, that's not right. As in R-I-G-H-T.
R-I-G-H-T. And when I first sussed them out, because
Not happy, Jan.
when I was registering the domain and doing all the social media setup, I found them and I listened to them, and I was actually I wanted to save a clip to send to you guys to get your reactions, and I think I must have just said, you know what, I'll play it like during an episode and see what your reactions are. I want to disassociate ourselves as far away from this mob, like as much as we could. That's why I never brought it up. I
A
think.
raunchy podcast with Colin and Artur.
Are they still going?
They've only got 57.
Colin.
How many episodes have they got?
These guys?
Nah. Oh wait, hang on. Give me a look. Yes. Yeah, that's them.
Well, they've been going for a while, and they've only got 57. I don't think they're going anymore.
When was
the
the last?
The last post was 4th of August 2016.
Okay. So they would have started. Yeah, because we started in March, and I remember seeing them, and I'm like, Jesus. I didn't listen to 2 full episodes. I just clicked on 2 or 3 and just to skim ahead. They were using like racial epithets and fucking. They're like 2 white guys from.
Rubber Love, Blind Anal.
Yeah.
Like, this guy fucks. These are the name of the episodes.
It was literally everything
Dad
that I
dicks.
never
That's for
wanted.
you.
Dude, it was everything I never wanted
Dad dicks.
us to be remotely related to.
No, this is really not like.
Dude, they were making jokes about like, African Americans and
upper poor-
shit. Like they were
poor
just
people.
using like the most fucked up language. And I'm like, who the fuck are these
they're
cunts?
bagging up poor people. Like, anyway.
Yeah, and then I saw their photos. I'm like, are these cunts for real? And that's when I started looking into podcasts a bit more deeper just to see what the hell was out there. And that's when I found those jocks, from whatever. And they were just like sitting around chewing chips and.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, these cunts, like, seriously?
B-boys or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they beat each other off.
That's why, like, I'm actually asking now,
Soggy
like,
biscuit
what
boy.
is it?
It's like a biscuit.
What is it you actually thought this would become? And is it anywhere near what you thought it would be? Because, like I said, like,
Has it exceeded your expectations? Like, what's.
Well, a lot of the podcasts I listened to, which I liked, was just, it's very unscripted.
it is unscripted.
Kind of like how we are, just like...
Yeah, dude,
sort
I
of-
took a phone call this morning and I got asked, what are you guys going to, what are the topics you're talking about? I go, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I go, I haven't done any fucking notes this week. I've been too busy and.
And look, we just
Okay, that's
rambled
it.
on for this
I
one.
go, yeah, it's all, it's all rambling. I go, nothing's scripted.
Off the cuff.
Okay,
you might
if we
say.
do our jobs, then we all rock up with something to bring
Yeah.
up because that's what you do if you're recording for 3 hours. Like, you need something.
Yeah, but we're dumb cunts. We just keep
Well,
talking.
we're fucking idiots. Yeah, we've been going for fucking that long right now,
Yeah.
and no one knows what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah. So I just envisioned it as that, I guess, with like a bit of comedy and stuff, but it's probably gone into more of like a political sort of thing, maybe, more so.
You like that?
Yeah.
I'm just asking, 'cause, like I said, I had no idea.
I kind of like how it is, though. Like, we just like, you can learn interesting shit Like, I learn a lot just doing the podcast as well.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Like, it's got me thinking more than I ever have before, just about how the world works and everything. And
But that, man.
and I like it when we just
Yeah.
have interesting facts, like about the babushka doll or
Yeah,
whatever.
but you guys bring up topics and I look it up and I'm reading it for the first time as well. So I'm like, wow, that's
Yeah,
That's
amazing.
my
like,
point,
I
man.
learned about Jersey cows, like just as an example.
Yeah, what
Like,
we do,
I learn.
like with the
I-
facts, what we do is we check facts. This is fact checking.
Yeah.
Right? Most people don't. Most people will pull out their fucked up opinion, and it's an opinion. It's not a fact.
We actually, like, I will look that shit up. We will look it
I
up.
want to get the facts and then form an opinion.
And if I can't find it, I'll say, well, I can't confirm or deny it
Yeah,
because I haven't got the
don't
fact.
want the opinion to be formed without knowing facts.
That's right.
And then pretend the opinion is fact. That's what fucking people do, and it pisses me off. That's
We're
why I
about,
don't talk to people
we're about
anymore.
the truth, man.
Yeah.
People can't handle
The truth is out there. Dude, we need to buy one of those. The UFO.
Done.
Remember?
And I look on
Seriously, man.
then look up X-Files stuff.
Maybe just a picture of Mulder's face.
No, you know the Simpsons one in his wallet?
Yeah.
In his chucks? That was my wallpaper for so long, man. I had that as my splash page on Facey.
What's his name? David Duchovny.
David Duchovny is the biggest sick cunt.
I never watched that show he was in, Californication or whatever.
Yeah, everyone that watched that show,
But it was great.
they used to tell me that I needed to watch it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Hank Moody.
why? It's like, dude, if there's anyone that has to watch a show, it's you. Go, why? What's it about? It's about a writer in LA, like a writer, trying to get scripts off the ground.
Who jams chicks.
Who's got he's a sex addict and a drug dude.
Yeah.
And the alien fetus
What?
in Berwick.
Oh yeah, that's what we need. it's a
In
jar. It's a specimen jar.
Wait, from Berwick?
Yeah.
Some hipster would buy that, empty it out, and use it as a fucking latte.
We should buy
holder.
Johnny this t-shirt. I want to believe.
I do believe.
You can pick any colour you want.
Dude, did you ever watch Duckman? I've brought this up before.
I watch it all
I
the
know
time.
you do.
Yeah, we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
I haven't really watched it much. I've seen occasional
I
episodes.
was watching an episode last night.
Oh my god, done. The truth is out there.
Yeah, that's what you need.
Do you guys watch Rick and Morty?
No, everyone keeps telling me to watch it.
It's a good cartoon, dude.
Yeah? Everyone tells me to watch it.
I turned my nose up at the start because of my judgmental ways.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, fuck off, whatever, new cartoon, try hard. It's not like our cartoons back in the day.
Yeah.
But it's good, dude.
No, I don't have anything
No,
yes or no about
you'd
it.
like
I just
it.
I haven't had time to watch it.
You'd like it 100%.
The reason why I bring up Duckman is because I was watching an episode last night, and I'm just watching it, and then this character rolls up in it, like a one-off character, and like his voice is so fucking familiar. And I looked him up. It was David Duchovny.
Oh, what?
Yeah, man. He plays. Duckman's telling the story of how he met the mother of his children, right? 'Cause she passes away. Like, that's no secret. She passes away. And so you've never seen her other than in this flashback episode. And he's just telling the story. Duckman's driving along the countryside, stacks his car, and then, like, the woman comes out and they bond over nudie cards. You know, the nudie playing cards?
Yes.
That's Duckman's job. Like, he's trying to get some nudie playing cards off the ground. And this woman, like, knows about him, so he's in love. Anyway, he starts jamming her. And then he goes back, he goes there to meet her and say, like, he loves her or something. I don't know what it was. But then while he's there, this dude rocks up. He looks like Elvis. He's got, like, this big fucking pompadour hair, big chested, like, lumber, burly-looking dude, like, good-looking. It's David Duchovny. And that's the guy's wife. That's his wife, like,
Yeah.
the woman that
Duckman likes.
fall in love with.
Yeah.
And then, like, he's going on about all this good shit that he's done. Duckman's just sitting there, like, on a chair just looking at him. Duckman's like this scrawny duck, man. Like, seriously, he's fucked. And David Duchovny's this burly lumberjack looking dude who's, like, saved the planet. He's like, oh, where are my manners? Hi, I'm whatever. Like, it's like, who are you? Comes back because Duckman feels the need to tell him that he's in love with his wife. The guy's got a heart problem. He gives the guy a heart attack when he tells him, I'm in love with your wife. And he, like, keeps resuscitating him to tell him the rest of the story. Doesn't let him die.
What a psycho.
And then at the funeral, Duckman gets involved. Somehow fucks up the casket, the fucking body flies out, lands in a tree, then hangs upside down. Like, it's so fucked up, man.
Duckman's an awesome show.
I was just so taken by Duchovny's voice. He's got that, like...
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like a good voice for the role, because he's got a good voice.
Yeah,
Duchovny,
man.
I found something to complete.
Like that I don't give a fuck kind of cool.
Yeah,
like,
man, but he's just saying so noble and righteous.
Yeah.
I'll find the clip and I'll send it to you. Oh, yeah.
Dude, X-Files, action figure dolls.
We need those. Next to fucking Chucky.
Are they like original or?
Original in the box.
Ooh, good luck affording those bad boys.
$59 US, $36 postage from the
$100.
US.
$110
From
delivered.
Kentucky. Oh, Ohio, sorry, Ohio.
Yeah, $110 delivered, so we put a hold on the laptop and buy them.
I'll sit him on the microphone stand like he's riding a rocket.
Yeah, it's just straddling it.
Yeah, straddling it.
I want that as a doorbell, man.
What?
The next one, yeah. Imagine that, someone rings the doorbell, you hear doodle-doo. That's mad. How sick is that? That'd be sick. Someone just comes here, the pizza boy, picks the doorbell, doodle-doo. What the fuck?
That's mad. Hey, my parking's up, by the way,
yeah,
so we've got to bounce.
I don't care for what's an ounce. Tell them.
Who's having a crack at the time?
Oh,
Bobby?
God, I have no idea.
Just take a stab.
Take a stab, man.
2:36.
Let me have a quick stab. 3 hours and 4 minutes.
2 hours and 48 minutes and 52
Oh,
seconds.
Bobby, closest.
Still the Oracle, bitches. Bow down.
Bitches.
3 hours, 14 minutes. Suck it.
Let's wrap it, but can we throw this shit out? 'Cause
Yeah.
Man, all these
3:14.
coffee
Suck it.
cups.
Why would I suck it?
Why not?
Because I said.
God.
Because I said.
All right. Thanks everyone for listening. Please keep sharing, following, subscribing,
We'll
liking.
see how we go next week because my missus is about to give birth.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
and-
we've got baby Trollman on
Baby
the way.
Trollman on the way, so we'll see how we go.
Yeah, we might not do.
We also
next
have
week.
a senior Trollman's birthday tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
who shares a
Happy
birthday with my little girl.
Yeah, that's right. 21st September, all the coolest.
Happy birthday to Trollman and to Slothchild.
Sloth girl, I call her.
Love girl.
Sloth girl.
Thank you very much.
Oh, are you come? Are we still doing tonight?
Fucking oath we are.
Dude, you want to come past?
Thinking about getting some pizza, some FIFA, just on my birthday because
the rookie's coming past as well. Malacca might come
yeah,
down.
because the baby's coming. I'm not going to have a chance to do it for a
This is the
while.
last. Oh, we know Johnny's answer.
See how
He's
you
not going
go.
anywhere. No, he's not going anywhere. He's going to sit at home and play with himself.
I have
Plans.
prior arrangements.
Oh, if you've got plans, then
You're going to sit at home and play with yourself. I understand.
If you're going to wank the
I'm
sock,
actually driving all the way down almost to Phillip Island to fix like 3 phone screens.
That's the plan?
Hmm.
Oh, my God.
Really? Is it a business thing?
No, he's not. He's doing it as a favour. They'll give him dinner.
No, he's
Yeah.
doing it for a route. He is. He's doing it for a route. He's fucking doing. I would not join a Phillip Island just for what a $30 job. Fuck off.
And
I know what you're doing.
30-second experience?
What do I call his car? 3 pumps. All right.
Nah,
Thank you very much.
it's not for real.
Happy birthday and good night.
Yeah,
done.
like I said, yeah, please keep following, sharing, subscribing, liking. We really appreciate it. Honestly, in these troublesome... He's going to laugh. Why are you looking at me like that,
Look
you
at
dumb
him.
cunt?
What?
You're such a troll.
sitting here.
In these,
Oh my
hang on, in
God.
these hard times, in these hard, troublesome, confusing times with plebiscites and North Korean dictators firing fucking rockets, you need a sense of direction and clarity, and this is the hereby clarity. Please, please, please.
I feel like this is the closest you're going to get to clarity.
Yeah, please do us the biggest compliment you could ever
Do
pay
us a solid.
Do us a solid. Please share it. Just
Yeah.
all you got to do is like, share, spam the fucking thing. I don't care. Spam it till you literally. What's it line on our thing? Spam it until you get banned from your congregation. Like literally. Yeah.
Shout it from the rooftops if you have to.
Oh, dude.
Shout to the devil.
We need to create some fundamentalists.
That's
dudes.
not right.
We need to create fundamentalists, man. Like fundamentalist pilgrims running around without
Yeah.
t-shirts on.
Yeah.
Seriously. This cat's eyes. All right, cool.
Done.
Call it.
You leverage out.